Good morning. Um, Today is Sunday, November 11th, and besides being the eighth day of my hunger strike in solidarity and to raise awareness about the massive humanitarian crisis that's happening in Yemen at the moment, it's also Veterans Day. And as you can imagine, Veterans Day is another sad day for me in a long line of sad days since my son Casey was killed in Iraq. He never even got the chance to be a veteran. And I know many of our young people came home from these wars and all the other wars before them horribly damaged mentally, physically, emotionally from these wars. But if Casey were alive, there's hope. Where there's life, there's always hope. But he's not, so we need to go forward. And so I am on the eighth day of this hunger strike. And I also woke up this morning to find out that almost 18 million people in Yemen are on the brink of starvation. They could starve by the end of this year. That's more than the population of Illinois and half of the population of California. Another thing about California is that we're burning down, and so I also have this massive headache from all the smoke, but enough of all my problems. So I woke up to find that 1 million Yemeni children suffering from hunger are beyond remission, even if help reaches them now. You get to a point, the body gets to a point where it's done. No, nothing that can be done to it will help. Um, and that horrible. I just can't imagine. I'm hungry enough. If you listen hard enough, you might hear my stomach growling. But it must be just a terrible, terrible way to die from starvation, from thirst, from famine, and all of these things are 100% preventable. And so it's been a few days since I did a video. I know my friend Pamela Bennett, who started this fast, so I took the baton from her so she could break her hunger strike. She used to do a video every day. That's really not possible for me in my current situation. But um, the the murder by Saudi Arabia of Khashoggi, the journalist from the Washington Post, kind of shined a light on the atrocities committed by Saudi Arabia, and everybody is upset about Khashoggi. Must have been a terrible way to die. Also, a little bit different from what's happening to the people of Yemen. Khashoggi was from a family in Saudi Arabia that's part of the elite, and he had a falling out with the current prince, KSB, he's called, and so he had him murdered, and so it kind of shines a light on, and then it kind of shone a light on what's happening in Yemen briefly, and so the U.S. has agreed to stop refueling Saudi jets, but it hasn't agreed to stop selling them tens of billions of dollars of weapons or giving them support for um, is it the Emirates and Saudi Arabia, their horrible genocide of the people of Yemen, supposedly a civil war, but they're helping an illegitimate government, of course, stay in power. And another thing that happened this week that just really like steams my broccoli is that I'm not eating right now. I'm just juicing. And what really upsets me is that Trump fired Jeff Sessions, and that's not what upsets me. I mean, it upset me that he was appointed as Attorney General. He's a neocon racist. He gets appointed to the head law enforcement posts in the country. But of course, when Obama was president, his his attorney general's office didn't do anything to help the people who were being murdered by the cops, the horrible police state oppression, and the people, mostly people of color, and police state oppression here in the U.S. So Trump fires Sessions, and then the liberals get all move on. They get all they get their panties in a twist all about we have to protect Robert Mueller, the special counsel. Robert Mueller is also a war criminal. Robert Mueller prevented he was one of the people who prevented a legitimate investigation into 9/11, and also was one who promoted the war that killed my son in Iraq. So we got these liberals out supporting this monster Mueller when 1 million babies are going to die in Yemen. And I remember last year at the Pink Hat Pussy March, Pink Pussy March. I'm so goofy. The Pink Pussy Hat March. There was a sign that said if Hillary Clinton was president, we'd be at brunch. And besides the bad grammar of that statement, it was a white younger lady, well, younger than me. Obviously a woman of the middle class at least, who was out protesting Trump because that's all they want. They just want Trump to be gone. It's just anti-Trump, and what liberation means to them is being liberated from the Trump regime. I know Hillary Clinton is also a war criminal and warmonger. I don't know where we'd be concerning the wars and empire building and the destruction of humanity if Clinton were president, but they'd be at brunch if she were president. And so 1 million Yemen children are dying, and they're out protesting to protect a war criminal. They're not out protesting to protect the starving people, the starving babies of Yemen. And so, it's just purely political driven. So while the good news is, while I've been on this hunger strike, we've raised at least $4,000 for Yemen Aid, yemenaid.us, and I don't even know how many people have donated through their website. This is just the people who've donated through Facebook, and I know some of my supporters have also just gone straight through their website to donate, which is great. And that aid is getting directly to the people of Yemen, but far too late to help those 1 million babies. So go to Cindy Sheehan soapbox.blogspot.com, where these videos are posted, where the links to Yemen Aid, yemenaid.us are posted. And if you're watching this video, you're watching it from Facebook or from my blog anyway. But if you're sharing this video, please join in solidarity with me. I've pledged $50 a week, money I'm not spending on food. And I just donated my other $50 today. So every Sunday that I'm on this hunger strike, I'll be donating $50 to Yemen Aid. So I hope you join me. And I also hope you join Women's March on the Pentagon. We're calling for a general hunger strike over the weekend of Thanksgiving, and we'll have more information about that soon. So peace out for now. I hope you have a great day. I hope wherever you are, you're not covered by a blanket of smoke from the terrible fires, and I hope you're not starving to death.